Good afternoon and welcome back to our next game in the under-16 girls at the Arthur Beetson Foundation Queensland Murray Carnival here in Albany Creek. Today we have the Toowoomba Tiddas, who are in our black and purple on our left-hand side, and the YBB Tiddas on our right-hand side. YBB Tiddas have not played yet this morning, so this is actually their first game coming into 1 p.m. My name is Tamara Creamer, and I'm here with Zeke Field to commentate our next session.
Thanks very much, Tamara. Yeah, it looks Toowoomba had a tough game early, but we'll see how they bounce back this afternoon. Getting some combinations together, hopefully, and the girls get a bit more footy together.
Yeah, 9 teams in the pool. The Toowoomba Tiddas took on Murray Gummers this morning. Unfortunately, were quite dominated in the space, but after talking to the YBB Tiddas coach Chelsea, she was just saying that most of the girls are from here, there and everywhere around Queensland, like a majority of our teams, but some of them don't have too much footy experience. So we'll see how this game plays out. Had the Tiddas, Toowoomba Tiddas kick off, and a nice surging run here, and an offload already to the YBB Tiddas. Just losing a bit of control on the left-hand side there. Number 12, Bebbington.
Just shrugged the Russian defence away and able to get back inside the field of play before the Nines. Getting the girls going forward with a great hit there in the middle, though.
Great hit. Nice quick scoot out of dummy half here by the hooker, Brennan. Good field position already on their first set. First few touches of the footy or their carnival for the YBB Tiddas. Nice little run there from number 6, Coolwell, but unfortunately the tackle just popped up under her shoulder, popped up under there and just knocked the ball out. So we've got Toowoomba Tiddas with the football on their 30-metre line. So we've got a scrum feed. The wind has definitely picked up today, that's for sure. Some of the teams have been utilising it because it favours our run from left to right on your screens at home. Nice little surging run here by Hollis.
Interesting to see how Toowoomba react with YBB not having a game this morning with fresher legs. It's always tough, that second game of the day.
Yeah, definitely. And few nerves, I dare say, with YBB Tiddas as well, knowing that Toowoomba have already come out and had one game. But great run up the left-hand side of the field here by Toowoomba Tiddas. Quick scoot out of dummy half, well read. Oh, throwing it over the top, bit of a basketball shot. Taken down on that left-hand side. Some quick play the balls that are giving them some good field position here for the Toowoomba Tiddas, with Hollis for a second hit up already this set. And a quick, another scoot out of dummy half. Massive fend off there from Keely Hill. Bumped the player off chest to chest. Dropped over the line on just on that far left-hand side. So we've got Toowoomba Tiddas already go up 4-0.
Definitely be the nerves for YBB, and as we said, coming together for their first time, being able to get some combinations, or being able to talk to each other there in defence. Just gave Toowoomba the leg up, I feel, coming down the field. That just made great meters with quick play the balls, and I said Keely Hill just too strong out of dummy half. They kicked off the ground here for the
and looks like
kick off, and they're going to go a drop goal for the conversion.
No idea where the T has disappeared to.
Well, she wouldn't even go on the drop goal. Just going to try and go the straight drop punt. Would have been interesting if it went over.
Agree. Unsuccessful with the kick there, though. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out for a kick and tee somewhere, because the girls have got a kick off as well now. Wonder who drew the short straw to hold the top of the football for their teammate.
Go back to OzTag rules and just lay it on the ground and kick. Kicking it into the wind.
Picked up here by Toowoomba. Just taken down on their 30-metre line.
Great legs tackle.
Oh, great tackle there by Myra Bebbington from the Toowoomba Tiddas. The best way to calm nerves, I think, when you're starting in your first game is to put a hit on. So hopefully some of the YBB Tiddas girls are unleashing a little bit of those nerves to be able to come through when they got the footy, feel a bit more confident in their space. Great little dummy here from Sandhart. Heading back out to the left. Quick run.
I reckon.
Great metres. Great metres.
YBB had
Still going.
On the back foot there for the first 3 or 4 tackles. Just had great defence, but sort of found some space out wide and get an attacking kick.
Kick here from the Toowoomba Tiddas half.
Oh.
Bounce goes in their favour at the moment. Oh, it's a great pickup though. Oh, and great tackle from Keely Hilt from the Toowoomba Tiddas, but also a great pickup from the YBB team. Can't see a number at the moment, but great effort from her to get outside of the goal line.
Unfortunately, just a forward pass there. She met with some strong defence from YBB, so Toowoomba will go on the attack for the second time.
See how they set themselves up. Just sorting out their scrum at the moment.
Setting themselves a 3 on the short side, even though they're well over here on the right hand side. But good dart from the 17. Paulson gets them right at the middle of the field.
Like going over to that left hand side. Oh, there's the. Oh,
wow, she flew.
A little pop pass over the top there. But she was taken out quite well in the contest. Copped a massive hit there by the try scorer. Still yet to see a number. That takes the score out to 8-0 so far by the Toowoomba Tiddas. It's been a interesting and fast game so far in comparison to the Tiddas first game this morning against Gummers. But I can see that this YBB Tiddas are still just settling into a bit of their structure and their rhythm and just trying to find their feet a little bit in their first game, whereas the Tiddas, the Toowoomba Tiddas, are a little bit more, have an understanding now of the game and their team dynamics and how they want to work things for their QMC, because they've already had one game under their belt this morning, so the nerves aren't necessarily as much in comparison to YBB Tiddas, but the conversion was unsuccessful. We found a footy tee, which is fantastic.
I think it come from YBB, and I know we've got a second one coming out from this side as well. I think the YBB Waterboy had it to start with. Just a bit of confusion about it. All right, it's coming back to the middle now. So we're using the same one both ways.
Dakota Wenzel from the YBB Tiddas to take the kick. She was also the person who ran the football out behind the goal line, and also big hit over on the left-hand side there on the previous try scorer. Got the Warriors pushing up the middle of the ground so far, just a few forward runs to just get them a bit of ground. Nice run there by Rocococo.
Seems to be Toowoomba's game plan at the moment is coming in that left edge. We're making some good metres with YBB having some solid defence in the centre. They seem to be getting forward, but Toowoomba going for another big kick over the head of the fullback.
Yeah, Wenzel let it go. Good choice though, so she comes back for the 20-metre tap. A little bit different of a set just then from the Toowoomba Warriors, and I feel like they kicked a little bit early as well. But this will give YBB Tiddas a good opportunity to just see what their attacking formation starts to look like as we transition out of their back half. just standing a bit flat at the moment. And great defence here from the Toowoomba Tiddas. Nice driving tackle from Rococo. Spins off one pass, but is held up there. The YBB Tiddas are.
Attacking down their short side. Just a draw
Got
pass,
numbers.
draw pass.
And the sideline is our friend. Nah, if you remember, if we're running down the sideline, that's an extra defender. And we love taking people out.
That's it. Goodrich with a gate tackle there on Coolwell, putting her into touch. Didn't let her burn her for speed, even though she looks plenty quick. The number 5 from YBB.
A good tackle from Goodrich there to take her out. Got Warriors resetting. Toowoomba Tiddas, sorry, resetting their first tackle. Again, attacking that left-hand side with the football. Oh, nice run there from Rowlington. Good bump off. Got an offload. Coming back through the middle here now. Seems like a little bit of a quiet game. Like it's still waiting for some things to build and to happen as the two teams kind of find their feet. Paulson with that good run. Both teams quite flat in defence and attack. But we've got a nice little right foot step there from Rossi. Coming back into the middle. Just taken down on close to the 20-metre line. Come back short side. Quick little dart here from Sandhart. Taken down.
Good one-on-one tackle, ball and all. She's chasing hard for a marker.
Bit of confusion. 5th tackle. Going for the kick. There's no one hanging out the back there at the moment, but a good chase from the Toowoomba Tiddas. Looks like they've tackled the YBB Tiddas in goal. Yeah, so drop out here. Looks like we've got an injury too. That play a bit difficult to see numbers at this point in time.
It's caught up a little bit underneath the tackle, I think. 2 or 3 on top of her, getting driven back. Never a fun spot to be.
Definitely not. Well, we've got a minute. Just a quick thank you to the key sponsors throughout the Queensland Murray Carnival with the Arthur Beetson Foundation, the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health, or IUI, and Deadly Choices.
Well, unfortunately, the bounce was great for YBB, but the first bounce just didn't get us over the 10, so we're back into the centre there for a penalty to Toowoomba on the attack.
So they're setting themselves up with Paulson about to take the first run. 3 people on her, had to drag her down. A great effort there though. Coming back out to the short side. Got numbers. Good pick up there.
Great.
By Rowlington.
Oh, but being given a knock on. YBB survive. Come out for a scrum to go back on the attack. Just over halfway through the first half.
Dominant display so far from the Warriors. Not the Warriors, sorry, the Toowoomba Tiddas. Just maintaining a lot of possession in their attacking half at this point in time. So it'd be good to see what the YBB Tiddas can do trying to come out of their back half at the moment with a nice little scoot straight out of the scrum here to make some quality meters for them.
Got a bit caught up in the tackle and the ball popped loose. And YBB have earned themselves a penalty. Just taking the pressure off.
Oh, crunching tackle by Rococo. She's been great today.
She's got a great tackle technique too. Just gets down low, hits under the ball.
YBB still, Tiddas just a little bit flat still. We get a nice little dummy half scoot out here. A little fend off there with the left. Taken down just over the halfway line. They definitely needed those metres to set themselves up. Pushing a little bit closer. Got Torrens with a short little hit up.
Got them caught with numbers here if they can shift the ball.
Oh, unfortunately, they're just over the touchline. Again, great defensive pressure there from the Toowoomba Tiddas with Rowlington. Just applying a bit of pressure there to Younger. And unfortunately, just lost control of the football. Rocket Coco with a hit up now. Looks like a Holly Mead out to the left-hand side.
Straight over the touchline.
Yeah, she was on her way. She looked like she was going to break through, but the YBB Tiddas just came together and, you know, pushed her out, and she looks like she's a little bit hurt from this tackle, actually. Is this the first girls game you've done today, Zeke?
It is the first one I've been in the mic for today. Had the 16 Bunyas girls and coaching those young ladies. So we had our first game early this morning. Went down by 2. Fortunately, a very tough game. 1 try apiece each half. They just took their conversion better than we did. Now we've got another game coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We're looking to go one better for the Arvo.
Yeah, lovely. As a coach in this space, like, how do you describe the level of talent that you're seeing as a coach and what your players have to play against as well?
It is very pleasing to see, as someone that very much advocates for girls football, to see the level of talent even at the younger ages now, at the 14s and 16s, and just their footy IQ, their tackle technique, and just general skills are vastly improved year on year. So it can't just be that you've got a couple of big players that can just run through girls anymore. You've got to actually have girls that know how to play football and understand how to move around the paddock and when to jump from dummy half, or have halves that know when to kick early, or know when to try and stand players up underneath to hold up defensive lines and things like that. And for the girls at this age to be progressing along that pathway and understanding that they're the things they need to do and need to work on and continue to come up. And as a coach, it's nothing greater than when they come up and go, what can I do better? What didn't I do well then? How can I change this? Should I bid in there in defence, or do I stay out? And have those sort of questions asked. It just shows that the girls want to learn and get better, and it's great to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic for the future of football. We're just getting better and better.
Our young player over there has managed to hop up and walk into the bench, which is great to see. So we bring the ball back in. YBB 45 metres out from their own line, get a fresh set. Great run.
Coming back out to the left. Great run there by Bebbington, still going. Slipped through one tackle but taken down eventually.
YBB have come back on that short little break there, got a bit of a new game plan to get away from the markers and get a 1 or a 2 pass and just truck the ball forward and then play football once they get down this end.
And this is the first time we've really seen them in their attacking half as well, and they're able to pick up another penalty, so they reset here, and a real quality opportunity for the YBB Tiddas to get some quality structure in place to try and hopefully score a try. Rocket Coco again with the tackle though. Little dart around the dummy half, trying to surge over the line but pulled up short. They've definitely got numbers left.
Oh no, just went the dart and got there but couldn't hold on to it, unfortunately. Toowoomba Tiddas' defence holds strong and they get themselves a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set. Oh no. And back though.
Little bit of a fumble there. Lucky she was able to regather behind her teammate, which was good. As the Toowoomba Tiddas come out from their defensive line. Oh, we've got a massive tackle trying to flick the ball back in. But I must say that the defensive efforts of Myra Bebbington is the creator of that opportunity here for YBB Tiddas. Great defensive tackle, force the player off, able to get the ball back.
Yes, YBB definitely with the upper hand at the moment, putting the pressure to Toowoomba, and if they can get through another set or two down here, I think might find a couple of tired middles. Only 4 minutes till half time. And we've got a penalty inside the 10.
The girls just don't, there's no need to really rush this process, so if they can just make sure that they maintain the football in their hands and make some good decisions whilst the football's in their hands rather than try and rush and score a try on every run, hopefully they can get over the line.
Yeah, it's more about being down here, making them make those 5 tackles and get a complete set. Let the defence make the defensive error. You just don't let them off the hook.
Bebbington again for another hit up. They've got numbers right if they can get the ball out there.
Looks like they're going that way. They just get a bit of draw and pass.
Heading out there at the moment.
Unfortunately got caught by the defence. There's still plenty of numbers out there as the number one's trying hard. 5th and last. They can still look at a 3-person overlap, but we're going for another dummy half scoot, unfortunately. Oh, ball's come out the back. Still
in play. Got Wenzel with it, coming out to the right-hand side. Steps off her right to come back in, but taken down.
Great scramble defence by Toowoomba Tiddas.
Oh, fantastic. But there was a 4-man overlap on that right-hand side. It would have been... The girls just have to be able to pass the footy through hands rather than, again, feel the pressure of trying to score off every run.
Unfortunately, Toowoomba going without a dummy half. YBB picked the ball up, but unfortunately dropped it on. They would have been right in the box seat for another set of 6 on the line, but Toowoomba get the scrum feed 10 metres out. Bit over 2 minutes till half time as us front rowers like to take a bit of a break. We're just getting a bit of a shoelace tie up there before we pack the scrum.
Currently at 8-0 to Toowoomba Tiddas, but it was an initial dominance display in the first 10 minutes of the game from the Tiddas, but Toowoomba Tiddas, but I feel like YBB and a bit of their defensive pressure has kind of held them out, but also created some more attacking opportunities, but just unsuccessful so far in putting actual points on the board. So hopefully for this last 2 minutes they get one more opportunity to see if they can...
The defence is definitely getting up, led there by Taylor. That's the 3rd tackle this set that she's made, 3 in a row. She's chasing hard from marker and gets involved in the 4th.
Coco out to the left. Gaining some metres that they definitely needed here, the Toowoomba Tiddas. Having to kick from within their own half though.
Oh,
charge down. 6 to go, the referee calls.
Unfortunately, they can be great and they can just hurt you too, the odd charge down. A great rush defence there with 4 of them in the tackle on the front rower for Toowoomba.
Come back up with Paulson, taken down on the halfway line. Potentially the last set of the game, of the half, sorry. With Cowitz taken down. Again, I feel like Myra Bebbington, she's been everywhere defensively at the moment for the YBB Tiddas. She's made some good critical tackles.
Oh.
Not sure what's going on there.
The 6 nearly just thought that she was caught on the last and didn't give it away, but how's the bounce going to be? Great pickup and a great covering tackle.
Great pickup. She was definitely under pressure there. The winger of YBB Tiddas.
As Wenzel brings it out. It's about 10 seconds is by my guess till half time. It's got a bit of a broken defensive line here. If they can we go. It's a half-time hooter.
And that's it for the first half here at the Arthur Beetson Foundation Junior Queensland Murray Carnival, with Toowoomba Tiddas leading 8-0 over the YBB Tiddas. Welcome back to the second half of the under-16 girls. Game between Toowoomba Tiddas and YBB Tiddas. Current scores are 8-0 to Toowoomba Tiddas. What do you think of the first half, Zeke?
Sort of just was a bit on a bit of a knife edge. Both teams had their chances. Toowoomba definitely started stronger. I think with YBB not having a game earlier, they were still a bit nervous and trying to work each other out in their team about what they needed to do and who they can trust and which way everyone's going to move. And Toowoomba definitely got their early 2 tries. But the back end of the half, YBB started to put some things together and put a bit of pressure on Toowoomba. But they've defended quite well. But being it is their second game of the day in the second half, a bit of heat. We'll see how they survive the second 25. And we start here with a short kickoff. And YBB goes straight on the attack.
The short kick option definitely worked. They applied the pressure to Toowoomba Tiddas, who turned the ball over, and YBB get it back just on the other side of their 40-metre line.
It's definitely an area of the game, I think, with the girls that we can work on is kickoffs. A lot of the time, ball going to ground or no one attacking the ball and it gets to bounce, and we all know how awkwardly it always bounces when it comes to kickoffs. That not a lot of time it goes in the favour of the people that are getting the ball. But I also don't discredit the amount of different options that we need to try and exploit. Sometimes I try and tell teams, sometimes just kick it as low and hard as you can, that poor person in front of you, because they're not expecting that. It's probably going to either hit their legs or their shins or something and come straight back to you. But
it's a good strategy. It's more so just working on the accuracy and the power, realistically, hey, to be able to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly right. YBB going straight on here, down their left edge this time through Taylor.
Good confidence booster to start the half that they've got an opportunity, or so close to the line so far already for them, but they've spilled the ball out, unfortunately. I spoke a little bit too soon, and Toowoomba Tiddas have gathered the ball up and starting their set here. Just needing the forwards to come in and just make some quality ground. It's a good little run hit up there from the front rower, and another one coming through here for the Toowoomba Tiddas.
Sienna Ballinger, I think, has taken that hit up there for Toowoomba. Before they spread it, they've got a decent overlap, but go the short option through Cowitz.
Fifth tackle here, kicking behind the 30-metre line. Got a lucky bounce, has been touched by the YBB player in Coolwell, who's able to bring it back into the middle of the field. A great kick chase there from the Toowoomba Tiddas, and a good tackle there through Jayla Solomon.
Now Wenzel sneaking just from dummy half. Nice 10 metres. No, sorry, not Wenzel. It was Taylor. No, it was Wenzel. 7s and 1s look too similar.
A little bit of a wayward pass picked up there though by Manthe as she keeps driving forward. Still going.
Good leg drive there, and put down as they go that short side option.
Oh, a little pop pass out the back.
Shut down by the marker, but she's able to get that offload away. 5th and last here on the 40-metre line going in. See how the wind can help. As Taylor puts a kick along the ground, and it's come off Toowoomba, and then off YBB, and then off Toowoomba again. Go back for a scrum to YBB. 32 metres out, heading in. They get another attacking opportunity. As Wenzel's just coming for a break.
She's worked quite hard out there so far this game in the attacking options and defensive.
Yeah, she would be YBB's best player at the moment. As they try the short side from the scrum. It's picked up by the halfback. Solomon sticking to the short side.
They just have to look after the footy here, YBB Tiddas.
They can just get the... Whoop, no, dropping back under. If they can just get wide there, there's a massive bit of space.
Ball's going backwards.
Unfortunately, she's needing a second on the ground. Trainers are coming out. And great to see the sportsmanship between the Toowoomba girls and YBB there, making sure she's okay before they walked away and the trainers arrived. It is the great support that we get at this carnival, especially from the QRL and NRL doctors and physios that we have on every field. Able to work with any of our young players that go down with any sort of injury, get them properly assessed and looked after. And
currently there are 5 games on live stream on the QMC app if you don't have it. And feel free to have a look at the draw and see what's coming up next. Across these fields, on field 1, a majority of the games for the rest of the day are the under-16 girls coming up, and on field 4, right behind us where we're commentating at the moment, we've got the under-18 boys playing, and multiple age groups across many fields. I know field 4 has under-16 boys attached to it, and the field 5 has had a consortium of teams, under 18 girls, some under 14 girls, and some of the boys games have been on there. But it looks like our player from YBB Tiddas is okay. She's received a little bit of medical help and is being escorted off the field for further examination, just to make sure that she's okay.
do make sure that you don't pay for any subscription to watch any of these games. Don't let them scammers get you. Everything is free to view via the QMC app. As YBB get underway, 10 metres out, heading in. They're just a nice settler in the middle there with a great under the ball tackle from Toowoomba. They set out to the left-hand edge. Some good catch pass.
They've got numbers. They're just a little bit hesitant to let it go any closer to that sideline.
Yeah, Taylor sort of just held the pass up there. And we come back just for a settler to the middle. Proving very difficult to put down. So we got a last tackle here. Gets within 3. Pulled down. Toowoomba survive again. Great defence by the Toowoomba girls. They've had plenty thrown at them by YBB and stood up tall every time so far.
Yeah, and for the first 8 minutes of this game, it's pretty much been a YBB attack. So Toowoomba Tiddas have done really well so far to keep them out. Not making much ground there of that run. They come back on the outside again to the same spot. So about 3 tackles in a row being on that right-hand edge.
Yeah, they sort of looked like they were coming away from it. But the young girl thought must have been spotted some lazy defenders who shut her down when she got there. 5th tackle, 30 metres out. She just needs to clear that ruck. Don't want to give a penalty on the 5th.
Pressure on the kicker there from YBB.
Oof, bit of a bobble from the fullback, but she reels it in.
Yeah,
it's a great kick chase again.
Nearly spilled it, but Manthe did a great job in just maintaining control there as the ball comes out to the left-hand side.
And that might be the proven why they aren't going too wide on that side. First time goes wide, straight over the sideline. Great defence from Toowoomba. They'll get their first chance this half to attack. Play the ball just over the YBB side of halfway.
A much better field position for them as well. They've only just been able to not even come out of their own half on previous sets. So this will be the first time that they attack the football in the attacking half.
Wearabone taking the first carry.
Oh, great tackle there from YBB, but it looks like she might have hurt her shoulder by the looks of it.
Stood on, I think, grabbing it at her shin.
Oh, yep. Looks like she's in a little bit of pain.
Maybe a cramp, by the way the other girls are grabbing her leg and helping her stretch.
definitely a good thing, not an injury.
The Doc's certainly been kept busy in this game as he jogs back out on the field to lend his assistance. As it is in carnival football, the second and third game of the day, little things start to hurt a little bit more.
And as the game progresses, we get a little bit more tired, so a little bit more, prone to pick up injuries and things like that.
She's bounced up and heading to the sideline on the hop. But good to see she's had to get up on her own steam.
Toowoomba are on the run with Jayla Solomon with that first hit up. Just struggling to see some solid forward runs. The team seem to be going quite sideways quite a bit, and it's minimising their opportunities to really gain some quality metres and put themselves in better field position.
Going to kick early again. Great take there by the YBB winger.
And the pressure from Toowoomba Tiddas has been fantastic on those kicks. Ella Hollis is definitely leading that. Made some great tackles so far in this game. YBB just a little bit flat, just trying to sort their attacking line out at the moment.
Everyone wants to run when we're over halfway, but we've got plenty of players in motion here with a bit of an overlap. But we're
Had a great tackle there by the vice-captain in Sandhart. Again, that technique that you speak about, Zeke, it's been on display a few times throughout this game.
Certainly has. We've got a lucky bounce here for Toowoomba's number 5 in Cowitz. She's taken back down, met heavily by Brennan from YBB, who's
Hollis again with a great run.
just has great leg drive. Just doesn't give it up. Ballinger carrying 3 with her as she makes an extra 10 metres after contact there. They've got them pretty well short on their right edge, which they go to.
Just got to draw the defence. Oh, big fend off there. Massive fend off. The run that the Toowoomba Tiddas needed with a nice little dummy half scoot here from Hilt. Still going, Hilt, trying to fend off everyone. Eventually taken down just short of her try line.
Last tackle.
They can bring it out to the left-hand side. They might have a chance.
Good rush defence.
Oh, a little pop out. Still got it, still working. But taken down just in front of the post here. The sets from Warriors haven't been too bad at the moment. Just both teams are pretty even matched this second half, though.
Yeah, it's definitely under that first 10 minutes that Toowoomba Tiddas are able to skip out to a little lead, and it's been back and forth football. One team gets a little bit of ascendancy, gets matched then by the opposition. As it needs to be, they just need to, I think whoever controls the football the most here. Still 10 minutes to go in the second half. If YBB can get on the board, it'll be a very entertaining finish.
I think we've got a player coming off to our left-hand side. Referee's just waiting for players to get on the field. Just getting ready to reset.
Not sure how that one worked. 2 come off and 1 went on, but I'm sure the coaching staff will get that sorted very quickly.
Just these one pass hit ups for the team at the moment, but the girls are still just running a bit more sideways rather than forward, so they're not able to make those quality metres that they actually need to push the Toowoomba Tiddas defence back a little bit further and get themselves in better field position.
Some good draw and pass here happening in their left-hand side. Ball just goes to ground, unfortunately. There's a bit of space is opening up in front of them. And as it happened in the first part of this half, YBB had all the ball. It seems Toowoomba are stuck down their end now, and YBB are having to do all the defending.
As we set for another scrum, I feel like the second half has definitely been a little bit slower in pace. I think if whichever team's got someone who can just bring a little bit of quickness and a few quick dummy half scoots, or someone just running off a teammate and running in numbers, I think will open up some gaps and, you know, create a few opportunities for the girls as we progress here. Here we go. Something down the left-hand side.
And gets put into touch, unfortunately. Great.
Those sidelines.
Quarter again.
They're not letting too much past each other, though. Like, both teams are defending quite well.
Yeah, there's been no breakaway tries or anything like that. There's been no big breaks down through the middle or anything, which means the defensive lines are communicating quite well, as we've got the ball went backwards there, fortunately, for YBB as they continue to try and truck out of their end. Great wider pass to try and generate some momentum.
And great tackle at the same time by Holly Mead to hold her up. Mead's come back in for the second tackle here. She was able to just get the little offload away.
Oof. Not great when you just lose your own feet. Looks like she jumped a little bit there, the sixing Tessa. Got the kick away. And
unlucky bounce here for the Toowoomba Tiddas.
This might be what YBB need to get back on the ascendancy and have the ball over the halfway line. They'll get an attacking chance now. 7 minutes left to go in this game.
First few minutes of the first half, YBB were pretty much in their attacking end, and we've had Toowoomba Tiddas up in their attacking end, so we'll transition back for a few minutes hopefully, and YBB will keep us on our toes.
I think if YBB can string a couple of passes together and cross the line here, they'll be they might spark something for these last couple of minutes.
Oh, nice little pop pass back inside to Brennan. Still going, Brennan up the middle, but also a great tackle there by Hilt.
Got them back to the middle of the park as they go back to the left now.
They've got numbers here though, YBB.
Torrens with a great run, pushing a couple of defenders off before she's dragged down. About 20 metres out. Not sure what's happening there. When she first got the ball, or she sort of just stopped. We've had a loose carry, so Toowoomba survive another raid.
Got just over 5 minutes left in the half. Good quick pick up here by Hollis to run the ball out 30 metres from her try line.
So deep here to the left, and then it just need to catch pass. There's some a penalty for tackling the player without the ball.
Looks like the number 2 to Power has hurt herself in that last tackle. She's going to go down and take a bit of heavy contact on her knee. As again, our medical team come out to provide some assistance and see what's going on.
So give the girls a good little minute spell before the final 4 minutes of the game to get a quick sip of water, recharge. See if someone can break the game open here in the last couple of minutes. Seems to be we're one pass short at the moment of it sort of opening up for either side to progress down the field and either YBB make it a grandstand finish or Toowoomba just to put YBB to bed.
And a nil-all second half from both teams, so it has really been focused on their defensive sets that have contributed to obviously no one scoring any points, but both teams have really worked hard this second half. They're closing up gaps, but again, like you said, we're one pass short sometimes and really opening this stuff up at the same time.
So we notice the great fashion sense of some of our league safes getting around. Some look like they've well and truly prepared for this, while others are in their dress shorts and loafers. It makes for a good viewing for some people.
Player to Powers, just still getting some medical assistance here. Determine what's going on. Zeke, is this the first Queensland Murray Carnival you've been a part of?
No, this would be my third this year. A couple of years ago I had some girls at school come to me and want to put a girls' side in, so we rallied some sponsorship and put a team in from Caboolture, and then I sort of linked up with the Sunshine Coast Bunyas as well that year, and I've been a part of them last year and then this year as well.
What's the thing you've enjoyed most about Queensland Murray Carnivals in the last three that you've come to?
I'd probably say the designs of jerseys and off-field apparel. There's some great designs getting around of all colours of the rainbow, and just people celebrating their culture through art. And yeah, just seeing all the different jerseys that get around, and no one's biased to any one colour. It's great to see. I think it's Nungambullers in their bright pink strip they have been for the last couple of years, those boys, and they love it, the pink and white, and they can really get around it. As unfortunately we've got the Medicab coming onto the field now for our young player.
Yeah, the apparel's a definite drawer into the QMC space. I know there's most probably a few people who are floating around the fields here today that have just a wardrobe full of multiple shirts, designs, and just something that represents them, their community, and what they've participated in. So lots of memories are held in these uniforms for Mob.
And I'm going to say, unfortunately, a young player, the medical team there, are getting a stretcher off. That'll probably bring the conclusion of this one with Toowoomba Tiddas running out winners 8 points to 4 over YBB. As far as YBB, I wouldn't be too disappointed in that first outing. Be good to have the first game under their belt and understanding with each other how they're able to move forward and what they're able to do. And I think they'll be better for it. And with everyone else playing 2 games today, they'll be a bit more well rested tomorrow when they come up for their round 3 game tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us here with the Toowoomba Tiddas coming up over the YBB Tiddas 8-4.